Good evening and welcome everybody to the Nest. It's Hoops on SSB. BP with you live here from Fleming Island High School. We got another dandy for you tonight as Creekside comes roaring into town to take on the Fleming Island Golden Eagles. Golden Eagles coming in tonight's contest at 11-3 and running off a pretty strong performance over the holidays. They're trying to keep things going as we start getting into that deep January schedule. District play not far from us as well. Creekside, meantime, 9-8, not exactly the season they were hoping for, but when they come to play Fleming Island, things get a little different. the complexion of the game changes. Let's take a look at some numbers right now over the last 3 games. These guys have some meetings that date back into 2023, and it looks a little like this. Creekside is 2-1 right now. They're 1-1 in the tournament plays that they've met each other. One game that is regular season, and that was at Creekside. It's been a deal of the dueling stars. Nolan Nelson from Creekside in the last 3 games against Fleming Island. 40 points, 13 points a game, 27 rebounds. That's averaging 9. Meanwhile, Carson Crawford, who was a freshman as well when they first met, he scored 55 points in the last 3 games, 18.3 a game, 28 rebounds, 9.3 a game. Like I said, in 2023, that was their freshman year. So this is kind of carried over into their sophomore year as well. And these 2 guys are going to be the ones to watch. But I've got some other players on both teams that you need to pay attention to. Offense can be rather high in this game. This game scores anywhere into the high 50s, into the 60s. Over those last 3 meetings, Creekside has averaged 61 points in those games. Fleming Island at 59.6. The largest margin of victory in those 2 was 16 points. That was on the 12th of last year, January, at Creekside, the last time they met in a regular season contest. Meantime, we're looking at statistics, though. For Fleming Island, these guys are a busy bunch. Carson Crawford has been leading most of the scoring for the Golden Eagles. He averages on the season 18.8 a game. And he's a rebounding machine as well, 9.9 rebounds. So he's not only scoring, he's cleaning things up as well. But you want to give some love to Bryce Robinson, who's only averaging 6.6 a game, but they've been clutch points for the Golden Eagles. Aiden Greenidge also 6'9" on the year so far. Totally for the Fleming Island Golden Eagles, they score 65.4 points a game. But one of the banes that they have is that they turn the ball over a lot. 14.8 turnovers a game. That's something that I'm sure Coach Travis Chandler wants to try to fix as we go into the stretch of the season. From the perimeter, though, these guys can be strong. Bryce Robinson and Cam Baskin all shooting around 30% from the line, but it's been clutch more than anything else. They've really gotten some field goal percentage out of them late in key points. You're also looking at Carson Crawford overall field goal percentage is 64%. He's somebody to watch. Green is shooting 53. Isaiah Robinson going 50 as well. Brown also going 53. So these guys shoot like crazy, and they are consistent, but they have a bad case of being hot and cold too. Defensively, the Robinsons have been doing a lot of work on the boards and with assists too. They're a very unselfish team, this Fleming Island team. Bryce Robinson, 34 assists on the year. Cam Baskin, 33 assists on the year. Crawford, 25 assists. Greenidge, 27. So they can be unselfish when they need to be. There's no one person that outright dominates on this team, but they have some hot streaks throughout the season. On the Creekside, you want to watch out for Nolan Nelson. Again, just a sophomore this year. Another busy kid on the floor. Shoots a lot. 14.4 points a game this season. 10.4 rebounds. He's up there with the rest of the team. And you also want to pay attention to a senior in Derek Rivers, a 6'0 guard, 13.8 points a game. He's also a consistent rebounder, 5.2 a game. Rivers will get into the field goal percentage books for a while too. He's shooting well over 50%. Nelson just at 48, but again, the guy's taken 190 shots this season. He's put 231 points on the board. So again, busy. Now I'm gonna have a little trouble pronouncing this last name too. This one's gonna get fun. Yusuf El-Madawi, I think I've got that right. It's the best I can do at this point. But he's also been busy shooting 40% from the field as well. So these guys will take the guns to it, move the ball quickly. They are unselfish as well, Creekside. So like I said, this is a rivalry that for whatever reason gets busy when Creekside comes to town. Fleming Island starts pretty well, and then Creekside slowly pulls away. They do it in football. They've done it in basketball. There's no telling what else. So we're going to see what that looks like in just a few seconds. Good starting lineups on the floor here tonight as they come out. But I expect you'll see Carson Crawford jumping center. Again, happy you're with us tonight on a chilly evening in North Florida. Hopefully where you are it is slightly warmer. If not, hopefully the snow has stayed away. I've gotten some pictures from friends elsewhere in the country, and it's cold. It's 53 here at some points today. Clear skies and no snow. I think we'll take it. All right. JV game just finished a little while ago. Creekside dominant in that performance against the Fleming Island JV team. See if the varsity squads can provide a little bit of a spark. And there he is right now, Nolan Nelson, number 32. He is the tall drink of water, 6'7". He'll stand up to Carson Crawford, also 6'7", but in terms of size, Nelson's the bigger of the two bodies. So this is going to be an interesting contest to see what happens in the paint between these two this evening. Derek Rivers on the floor as well. Cade Patterson, Brennan Lee out there in red for the Creekside Knights. And Yusuf El-Madawi, also the senior, on the floor. Bryce Robinson out there. Crawford will jump center. Diego Rivera on the floor starting tonight. Aiden Greenidge and Cameron Baskin. We're underway here. Creekside versus Fleming Island on Thursday night. Lee will rotate around to the top. There's Nelson, first shot of the game, contested. Crawford with a hand on it, no good. Fleming Island on the break. Crawford will go man up, pull up jumper. Floats that, no good, rebound Creekside. Opening salvo in the books. Creekside trying to test that outside. Down low to Nelson in the paint, skyhook, good. Nelson draws first blood for the Golden Eagles. Baskin in the corner with Rivera on the floor. First time we've seen Rivera start this season. Keep it over in that right wing. Rivera looking for a passing outlet, finds Crawford. Trying to get some motion, have Rivera come back up to the top, and they'll reset the offense. Robinson pulls a three. That's a triple. First score on the board for Fleming Island. 3-2 right now. Loose ball. Baskin will pick this up. He's going to look for a passing outlet. Takes it up himself, floats it in, no good. Rebound brought away, clean block by Nelson. They'll get a pass out. Robinson up top. Can't get the three. No box out. Creekside in. Moving quickly. Shot blocked. All ball. They'll manage to keep that inbounds. Fleming Island now in transition. Baskin goes to the lane, doesn't have the numbers, goes for help. Then floats it up himself, no good. Nelson cleans up the board. Creekside back on the attack. 6 minutes approaching here in this first period. Already speedy action. Tipped in the backcourt, that's still good. Rivers, the senior leadership on the floor. Nelson, one-on-one with Crawford. He'll kick it out. 3-ball from the outside, that's Barry. Cade Patterson shuts that bucket down. 5-3 now. Fleming Island on the move. Outside. Thought about it. Still thinking about it. Cross court. Wide open was Rivera, but he's got collapsed on. Robinson will try to get the offense marshaled here. We'll play catch with Rivera and then over to Baskin. Passes it out. Greenidge will move it around. Robinson trying to get him to cut to the elbow. Can't do it. Crawford too far out for the pass. That's intercepted. Rivers gets it. Creekside, a little contact there. No call. Crawford gives it to Greenidge. Greenidge looking for some help. He'll move around, get a layup in. That's good. Tie score now. 5 apiece. Under 5 to play in the first. Some substitutions coming in. Creekside got a loose ball, and Crawford's going to haul that in. That's a turnover. Don't need that. Empty possessions are going to be costly for this Creekside team. Fleming Island will run with the ball. Robinson. Rivera cutting around. Crawford trying to set up a screen. Robinson just says, I'll take it. Out rebounded, and that's one thing that you have to be mindful of with Carson Crawford. He's easy to get position on. Pass up, Nelson, fake it. Coming around with the left hand, good. 7-5 right now. Baskin. Passes over. Robinson patiently waiting, getting an alignment. No pass out. Rivera, he will scan the offense or scan the defense, see what they like. Baskin will take a 3 in the corner. Good. Just calm, cool, and collected in the corner. 8-7. Creekside gets through the weave, gets through the pressure. Good passing. Knights get it up to Rivers. Rivers takes a power drive to the lane, can't get it. Crawford gets a pass out, look for some help. Rivera trying to get an oop, nope. Wrong big man. Nelson turns that over. One-on-one, drive, quick left hand, no good. Rivers finishes it. Brennan Lee with the first attempt. Derek Rivers cleans it up. 9-8 right now. Robinson over to Baskin on the left side. They'll try to see if they can see something over there. They're trying to get Rivera to cut up. Seen Robinson motion his hands a couple of times to get Rivera to come up top. They're not seeing what they want. Nobody in the lane cutting there. Another outside look. Rivera doesn't like it. Robinson looks to Baskin. Baskin with the left hand. That's a little short. No rebound. Creekside dodging that full court pressure. So far, so good for both teams. Coming up on 2.5 minutes to go in this first period. Nelson drives with the left hand, and he'll get fouled in the act of shooting. Call a foul on Rivera. That's his first team foul. Whole host of substitutions coming in from Fleming Island. The whole line change is right in front of us here. Nelson will take the first shot, and we'll get some subs come in. So Johnson, Burney, Lowry, and Isaiah Robinson all check into the game. Carson Crawford, the only one left on the floor from the starting 5. Nelson makes his first one. clean shooting for Nolan Nelson. Trace Burney now at point guard, the speedster. Cuts it out. Lowry in the corner. They'll rotate around. A little bit faster pace now for Fleming Island. Three-point shot on the outside. What a play. Clean ball movement, nice passing. 11-11 is where we are. Lowry gets his first score of the night. Creekside in deep trouble in the backcourt. They get across, hauls that in. Patterson, crossover dribble, will pass it to Nelson. Nelson back out to Rivers to try to get a screen. Nelson in front, good shot. Derek Rivers, the senior, very reliable from the field. Clutch moments all season. Outside shot, that is Robinson. Johnson. Joe Johnson on the wing. Floats in a triple. Creekside trying to get the inbounds in. They avoid the 5-second violation. Trapped deep in the backcourt. Rivers manages to get up. He will avoid the 10-second violation and drive with his contact. Call a foul on Robinson. That's his first, second team foul. So in for the Knights, Garen Blaylock. He'll give Cade Patterson a rest here with 1:21 to go in this first period. Nelson will grab the inbound. Rivers up top with Robinson. Watches the hands there. Refs being somewhat generous with the contact. And they'll turn that over to Fleming Island. It's been a pretty physical game so far. Only 2 fouls called at all. Maybe refs letting this one go a little bit. 1 minute to go in this first period. It's been a good one. Burney, that high dribble. Power left hand, shot up, just a little bit off. Lowry gets the rebound, blocked. No, I don't know if they're going to call the contact. Looked like it was clean from my angle. But look at the foul. Call it on Blaylock. That's his first team foul for Creekside. Apparently there was enough body contact to call that, so they'll send Lowry to the line for his first trip. First shot's in. Getting my numbers mixed up here. That's Greenidge. And Crawford will take his first rest of the night. Fleming Island going to the smaller lineup. Grant Stokes now checks in, so big man for big man on the bench right now. Both teams has downgraded in size from giant to medium. Second free throw is good, 16-13 right now. Fast-paced first quarter, went about how I expected it to go. Still maintaining that first full court pressure. They got the turnover they wanted. Trace Burney's got a loose ball. Hauls that in. Lowry way downtown. A little strong. Can't get the rebound. Turnover leads to nothing for the Golden Eagles, but they got the point across. 30 seconds to go. Passing around. Wide open 3-shot. Good. Ties it up. Last 15 seconds to go here. And they call a carry. Oh, got that turn, that wrist just a little too much. And an unforced error for the Fleming Island Golden Eagles, which has otherwise been playing a clean game this first quarter. Get that inbounds. Creekside not slow enough to take that final shot, but they're going to get a 3-ball right here. Good. 3 points are flying right here, and that one's going to go nowhere. But after that first quarter, my goodness, this game came as advertised. Your score right now after one, 19-16, Creekside with the lead. Let's take a commercial timeout, and we'll come back for the second period. You're watching Hoops on SSB. We'll be back in just a moment.
Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue. Orange Park, Florida.
Sunshine State Broadcasting, your community broadcaster. Subscribe, like, share, and comment on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and X.
Welcome back to the second period. 19-16 our score. Creekside and Fleming Island in a duel. Again, this is the fourth time that they have met on the hardwood in the last 2 seasons. I'd like to remind you that that YouTube channel you're watching right now, there's a big old subscribe button right next to it. Won't you click it? And click that notification bell too to be alerted to when our next live broadcast is. Trace Burney resumes point guard duties for the Golden Eagles to get things started. Crawford back on the floor now. Burney looking for a screen, finally gets that. Too strong on the three. Fleming Island resuming full court pressure deep. Ooh, Trace Burney almost got an interception there. He's used to catching those passes in football, not usually picking passes off. These guys are moving like lightning on the court right now. That is back off and no good. Fleming Island in transition. Loose ball, they're gonna get contact. Foul on Elma Dodwy. That is his first team foul this quarter. Crawford, high point set against Nelson. A quick rotation, there goes Crawford on the wing. No good. Rebound Seymour. Bryce Seymour entering the game here. He'll play pass and go, get across the line. Rivers still on the court. Seymour hauls that in, they'll play catch. Moving around, drive to the lane, and we're gonna call. Didn't see a signal, but they're pointing Fleming Island ball here, so a violation of some sort. 6:54 to go here in this second quarter. Bryce Robinson back to point guard. Trace Burney still on the floor. Crawford, Greenidge, and Luke Frisbee checks in for the first time. Robinson cuts down, nice pass. Didn't get the look they wanted for. He was getting yelled at to shoot by Coach Chandler. That's on the outside, no good. Great rebound, and then they're gonna get a loose ball foul on the putback. I'm gonna call the foul on Nolan Nelson. That's his second team foul. Nelson tried to contest the shot there, and the putback smacked him on the arm. Greenidge goes to the line. He's no good on his first free throw attempt. Alexander Brown checks in now for the Golden Eagles. Greenidge with his second. Shots up, no good. Good box out by Creekside, they'll move on. Rivers. Fleming Island backs off the full court pressure to half court. Now they'll settle into zone. Creekside moving quickly. Lots of rotation by this Knights team. And we got a call on the floor. Going to call the offensive foul on Nolan Nelson. He shaking his head, not sure what all that was about. Turns it over nonetheless. It's his second foul. Rotates around, there we go. Ooh, contact afterwards, no call. I think he wanted contact and we get the roll in. Luke Frisbee took a shot on the outside, and all of a sudden, as he was falling away, got hit. And officials, I guess, didn't see enough. Not sure. And now we're going to get a call there. Call a foul on Robinson with the hand check. That's his first. Yeah, kind of unusual that they didn't call the foul after the Frisbee shot there. That should have put him to the line for 3, but no, they'll move on. 19-18 the score right now. 5:18 to go in the half. Conversation with the officials. They're going to move the inbounds to the other side of half court. Inbounds in the back to El Madawi. Puts the left hand down. Matched up with Brown. Nelson gets the pass off, and now they'll rotate. Fleming Island playing tough up top. Good turnover. Brown hauls it in. He's got Crawford on his own. Bam! Been waiting to see that for a little while. 20-19. That gets Fleming Island's crowd on their feet. Back in the lead. Tripped up, no call. Same as a loose ball. Pass on the outside. Here comes a 3 ball. That bounces in. Cade Patterson answers. 22-20 now, our score. Crawford thought about it. Baskin gives it up. Nope, takes it to the lane himself. On the outside, that's a 3, no good. Don't chase the loose ball down. Creekside stuck in the corner, but they're going to break through. Knights rotate. Rivers on the outside. That's good. 25-20 now. Coming up on 4 minutes to play. Baskin got caught, pulls away. Too strong. Just doesn't give his team much time to set up with that one. Just want a shot instinctively. That's tipped though. This one's definitely a break. And Baskin's going to get fouled. No, they're going to call jump ball. Possession error is going to go to Creekside. Christian Williams is going to check in for the Golden Eagles, as does Lucas Dessa for the Knights. Lowry's going to come back in right now. He'll give Greenidge a chance to take a seat. Clean block, but the grasp of the ball necessitated jump, so we'll move back. Fleming Island staying in full court press. Creekside moving fast. Behind the back, great dribbling by Rivers. Superb ball handling, and now he's going to bury a 3. Nope. Williams in transition. Takes it coast to coast. He gets blocked. All ball that time. Both teams running hard. Not a whole lot of slowdown in either. Golden Eagles extending the defense to about half court, and then they fall back. That's a foul. Dessa will take the free throws for the Knights. Call a foul on Lowry. That's Lowry's first team foul. In and out. Isaiah Robinson checking back in for the Eagles. This is Grant Stokes. We'll put Nelson back on the floor for now. So the battle of the big men so far has been entertaining, but relatively calm. It's been much more of a team effort tonight. Second shot, no good. Fleming Island gets the rebound. Trying to cut into this 5-point lead. Robinson, beautiful movement, and a nice lay-in. Cuts it to 3 now, under 3 to play and a half. Good pass. Fleming Island putting the pressure on, but Creekside doing a really good job of holding it right there, and that's going to be a foul. 32. Call a foul on Lowry. Again, his second. Third team foul. Call it on the floor. Creekside inbounds it. From the wing. No good. Rivers gets the rebound. Finds a passing outlet. 2 men up top. Rivers pump fakes. Another 3-shot. No. Bounces off there. Can't haul in the rebound. Eagles moving fast. Pass down low. There's Crawford again. Nice lay-in. Timeout called by Creekside. That's a full timeout by the Knights. Fleming Island very much in this game right now. 25-24 our score. If you intended on this one being slow moving, I think you might have watched the wrong game tonight. This is as fast-paced as I expected it to be, and close. Like I said, historically these teams have both played it close, very tight, but you want to watch who's got the stamina to keep up with this. So far, Fleming Island's doing a really good job with the press. It's not creating as many turnovers, but it's disrupting the flow of the Knights' offense. Again, a reset now. 2:21 to go in this second period. It's 25-24. Creekside with the 1-point lead. Fleming Island's got the possession arrow. Everybody's got 3 fouls right now. 1 foul to give before they start sending people to the line for the bonus. And again, we thank you for joining us tonight. We know that there's a pretty important football game on tonight. As the Capital One Orange Bowl is underway, the first of 2 CFP semifinals. So you'll be good watching us instead. We'll be way more fun. And there'll be plenty of time to go back to football later. Creekside ball underneath. Fleming Island in full house pressure. Nelson. They'll stick with that. Nelson gets it across the half-court line. He'll drive it himself. Strong right hand. Good kick out. Pull-up jumper. Nice. Lucas Desa pops it in. 27-24 now. Last 2 minutes of the half. Wide open 3. Swish! That one looked like it was just going to fall short, but Nate Lowry had just the touch on it. Buries it and rips cord. Oh, no. Loose ball. They're going to say Fleming Island best. Nope. They're going to say Creekside. I think he wanted to turn to Fleming Island, but said it was shoved out. Try that trap again. Williams matched up with Rivers. Rivers goes behind the back. No passing outlet. They'll creep up to the half-court line and they'll break. Nice pass down low. Crawford there to defend. Pass out. Rivers moves it around. Nelson matched up with Crawford, looking for a passing outlet. There's Desa again. Nelson, unselfish with the basketball, trying to get the position. 29-27 right now. 1:16 and counting to go in the half. Pass out. Try to find somebody cutting around, cut it casually into the lane. Crawford lingering around the half-court line. I'm sorry, that foul line. Top of the key, now goes Robinson. He'll take a step and then, you know what, I'll take a 3 and then make it. Interesting to see the thought process that took place there. 30-29, 45 seconds to go in a quickly moving half. Creekside has had to do a lot of running, though, against this Fleming Island defense. Rotation, loose ball. Nelson from the 3-point line, head fake, pass around. Rivers. Nelson creeps in and out of the lane there. They're passing around. Desa comes up top. Rivers will come to the left side, wait for a passing outlet. Nelson takes a 3 just off the front of the rim. Last chance for Fleming Island here, or are they going to hustle? It's a 3 that was sort of ill-advised. Crawford tried to get a quick rebound. Last chance now, Creekside. Are they going to get something in? Rivers has got a chance for a shot, and it's no good. And Fleming Island and Creekside play it close, 30-29. I can't believe we've already had a half of basketball. That was fast. Put 10 minutes on the clock. We'll take a break with them, and when we come back, we'll get ready for the third quarter. You're watching Hoops on SSB. Fleming Island and Creekside in a good one. We'll be right back.
Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org. or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
Sunshine State Broadcasting, your community broadcaster. Subscribe, like, share, and comment on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and X. Sunshine State Broadcasting, your community broadcaster. Subscribe, like, share, and comment on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and X.
Welcome back to Hoops on SSB. Third quarter just about to start in a minute or so. BP alongside the SSB crew. Fleming Island and Creekside in a good one, 30-29. In a very fast-moving first half of play. Game slated to start at about 7 o'clock. We got started just a hair after. 45 minutes later, we've got 16 minutes of basketball left to go. As expected, this game got played close to the vest by both teams. Fleming Island's been doing a really good job of forcing Creekside into the backcourt and playing a run-type offense, which they don't seem to be afraid to play one way or the other. Meanwhile, the battle of the big men, a little quieter than I expected it to be. A lot of stuff's being done on the perimeter by these teams right now. But Nolan Nelson has been very unselfish with the basketball tonight. And Crawford has also contested a couple of shots himself. Seconds weighing down here. We'll get to this very, very exciting second half. Glad you're joining us tonight on a chilly evening here in North Florida. Of course, we want to send our love out to everyone out on the West Coast. If you've got a family member out in the Southern California area, we are praying for them as they are dealing with some devastating fires and wind. It has just been absolutely heartbreaking to see some of the photographs, the before and after pictures of houses and businesses on the Pacific Coast Highway. It's been devastating to see, so our hearts are definitely with them on this very important day in our American history, too, as we laid to rest former President Jimmy Carter. Back to basketball we go here. Robinson. Turnover right away from Creekside. Cade Patterson back into the game. And again, Fleming Island still staying with press. Creekside rotating around, moving with a lot of hop, skip, and a jump, and that's contact. Nelson and Crawford going at it down to the low post. But that foul is going to get called on Crawford. That's his first of the game, first team foul. Coach Chandler barking some instructions to his team over there, trying not to just let him have the basket. Second one's in the books. Rotating around is Baskin. On Rivera, over on the other wing. Greenidge down low, there's Baskin again. He's been decent from the three-point arc tonight. Had a couple of good looks, maybe too fast there. Two-man pressure, that ball's tipped, but it's going to stay with Creekside. Bunch up here at half court. Patterson over to Rivers, still behind the half court line, avoids 10 seconds. Matched up with Baskin. Brennan Lee back in the game. Rivers on Rivera now, that's going to get popped out on the side. Not a whole lot of unforced errors by either team. Relatively quiet and disciplined for Fleming Island. They are prone to make mistakes, like I said at the top of the broadcast. Almost 15 turnovers. Woo, that was almost a turnover there. Pass across court, wide open three, uncontested, that's good. Yusuf El Madawi with the three ball from way downtown. Nobody home. Rivera. We'll move with Robinson and they'll rotate. Baskin will come up top now. Crawford from the free throw line. Too strong. Coach Chandler looking at him like, why did you take that shot? That is the look of a coach who is not impressed with what he just saw. Wide open shot to the lane, gives it off to Nelson. Unselfish ball movement. That's a good three-throw attempt, but no. Nelson will put it back in. He's too strong. Rebound, Crawford. Robinson will take it. He's got a man advantage. Good pass to Baskin, and now we've got contact. Ooh, a traveling violation. Robinson just took that foot out a little too far as he tried to pass it on the outlet. Had Baskin at the three-point arc, but he turns it over. Score stands at 34-30. Blocked and in. Contact and one. Call a foul on Greenidge. That's his first foul of the night. Second team foul. So that puts Elmodawi to the line, shooting two. Rivera will take a seat here, as does Greenidge. Alexander Brown back on the court, as is Nate Lowry. The and one's no good. Baskin will get the rebound. Creekside quickly back on defense, swing it around. And from the wing, good. Brown with a straight shot, 36-33. Trapped in the corner. Kick it back out, Rivers. Again, Fleming Island not afraid to press up hard. Creekside just similar athletes. Nelson, head fake. Crawford came in, tried to obstruct his view. No good. Driving all the way to the hole, swatted. Nelson cleans that up very nicely and turns it back over to Creekside. From the right side. Loose ball. Crawford trying to handle it. He does. Baskin gets it across. Looks like Trace Burney's going to check in here in a second. Pass out. Again, three. Ooh, off the side of the backboard. Lowry normally true from that area. Trying to slow the pace down. Rivers still picking up speed, though. They're moving around that press. Another shot from the wing. That's short. Strong rebound. Crawford manages to get it. Squared away. He's got Baskin on the run. That's going to get, no, not blocked. I thought I had a good angle on it, but no. Baskin puts it in. 36-35, under 4 minutes to play in this third. Full court pressure. Now we got timeout called. 30-second timeout by Creekside. Head coach Chris Patterson has seen enough of the full court press and wants to talk it over with his team. 3:49 to go in the third. This game has been moving at a frenetic pace and very tight, 36-35. So it's fun to note that the last time these two teams met in a regular season contest was at Creekside, and Creekside had a massive lead towards the end of the game. The last time they played a game this close was in a tournament. Game was played here at Fleming Island, and it came down to a final possession and a turnover. Creekside scampering away with a 60-58 win against Fleming Island. We're having echoes of something like that tonight, as it may come down to who possesses the ball late. And again, nobody is in foul trouble just yet. They resume the full court pressure, then Fleming Island will start trailing away, leave it man up in the back court. Passes out. Burney up top. He's on Garen Blaylock. Good matchup there. Through ball on the outside. Short off the front of the rim. Crawford, giant rebound. Got his long arms up on that one. Lowry takes a dribble, turns, circle move. Crawford traveled. Good move, just not enough basketball on the floor. 3:13 to go. Rivers matched up on Bernie. Those two, I'm sure, would be an interesting 40-yard dash to watch as they are quick. Lucas Desa dribbles around, scores it, and gets fouled. Desa with another power move to the lane here. Now it's conversation as to who the foul was on. Call the foul on Robinson. That's his second, third team foul this quarter. Lucas Desa on the line, complete a three-point play. 6'4" junior, having listed at 6'4", 200 even. Swishes that in there, 39-35 now, extends the lead to 2 possessions. Robinson, over to Brown, they'll play catch. Bernie. Brown on the outside, just short. Squared up the right way, didn't make it, no power on it. Turnover, here's Desa behind the back, that gets knocked out. And it'll stay with Creekside. Nelson was cutting to the lane, but ball was obstructed. Pass on the outside. Dylan Sheets now on the floor for Creekside. First time we've called his number tonight. He's trapped in a corner up on Alexander Brown. Fall to the turf. Loose ball. Bodies flying all over the place. And a timeout called. Travis Chandler gets that one in to save the possession. 30-second timeout. Comes at 2:17 to go. 39-35 our score. Smart use of the timeout there by the coach to get that squared away.
You got 4 left.
It's his first timeout of the game, actually. Creekside has used 2 of theirs. Again, another tight game between these two. The lead hasn't ventured out much beyond this. It's been back and forth with a couple of lead changes in this half. Creekside has yet to commit a personal foul in this period. It's interesting to note. So, after all of that, Fleming Island will take the ball from their baseline. Back in Joseph Johnson. Robinson bringing the ball up. He'll switch with Bernie. It's the longest Bernie's played in a game in some time. I think he's back in form now. Crawford, foul, then scored. Nelson looks like he had his feet set, hands up in the air, and it has that look. Actually, no, they're going to call that on Rivers with the foul. Yeah, Nelson had his hands up, and his feet looked like they were set, but that was not where the foul was called. Cade Patterson comes back into the game for Sheets. Carson Crawford will have a chance to complete the three-point play. No rebound there. Nelson all over that. He was down low to pick that up. Under 2 minutes to go. Pass is loose. Ball flying everywhere. There's Trace Bernie. He gives it up to Robinson. Robinson with a quick layup, and they're going to get a called foul after the shot had been brought out. So it looks like that was after the fact. Call a foul on Garen Blaylock. That's his second team foul. So after most of this period, Creekside not committing a single foul, they've gotten 2 back-to-back. So that's going to send Robinson to the line for 2. He misses that first one. Omadawi checks back in for Blaylock. Trying to cut this deficit in half. Does so there, 39-38 with 1:46 to go in the third quarter. Stay up with full court pressure. Crawford in the corner there, marching with Desa. Desa kicks it out. Rivers puts a dribble on the floor, trying to get around Trace Bernie. Didn't see what he liked. Get into the lane. Nelson has the pass tipped away from him. Fleming Island gets a turnover. They've got to get that ball out of the corner. And Creekside falls back. Trace Burney on the outside. Nice pass. 3-ball up. Good. Joseph Johnson with the triple. That takes the lead for Fleming Island. They now lead by 2. And we have a foul away from the ball. Call's going to be on Burney. That's during the inbounds. That'll be Fleming Island's last foul to give before they send Creekside to the line. 1:12 and counting in this third period. Pace is quickened for both teams. Trace Burney now high up top. He's committed his second foul. And that's the bonus. And hold on, we got some confusion as to what's going on here, because that was the 15th foul by Fleming Island, so that's the bonus. So Burney has committed 2 fouls in a row there and forced Creekside to the line. And if you're the Knights right now, this is kind of what you want. You want them to slow the pace down to give you those uncontested shots from the charity stripe. First shot's good. 41-40 now. Rivers for his second attempt. That's no good. Crawford rips down the rebound. 1 minute to go, approaching. Fleming Island will slow down the pace here. 3-ball from the outside, no good. Nelson grabs that one pretty cleanly without a box out. Trapped in the corner, Nelson comes around, good ball handling, good movement, that was pretty. Cade Patterson finishes that off. 42-41 now, Fleming Island down 1. Lead change again. Coming up on 30 seconds to go in this quarter. Tipped pass, Burney's gonna haul that in. Chandler trying to get his team to rotate around here. Might be holding for our last shot, and Trace Burney can't handle it. 19.9 seconds to go here, 42-41. Creekside looks like they'll get the final crack of this quarter. Pass on the outside, that's Dessa. Cross court to Nelson, he'll put it on the floor. Pull-up jumper, short, rebound. Golden Eagles have a chance for one more. They're gonna slow down just a minute. They got a chance. And that gets put out at the end of the quarter. 42-41 right now, our score at the end of 3. My goodness. It's going to be an interesting final possession. I think it's what it's going to come down to, who has the ball last. And I think this is the first time we've had an appearance by a mascot here at Fleming Island, and if I'm not mistaken, that's Swoopette. They have a swoop and a swoopette, and I guess it's a ladies' night tonight. And Fleming Island dance team here in attendance, cheerleaders tonight. Fairly decent crowd in the student section, although they're kind of quiet. They during the Battle on the Island tournament, they were rather raucous, actually. Had to be tempered a couple of times lest they get some folks thrown out. Final 8 minutes to go here. Again, we'll reset the team fouls. We'll be paying attention to that right now. The fouling will become apparent, especially in a tight game like this. You don't want to send anybody to the line unnecessarily. So on the floor for the Golden Eagles, Robinson, Christian Williams, Nate Lowry back in, Greenidge on the floor, and Crawford. Rivers checks back in, Nelson, Dessa, El Madawi, and Cade Patterson. And we'll start the fourth quarter here. Creekside starting things off. Again, possession arrow sitting with Fleming Island right now, that it might be important a little later. Rivers looking for a passing outlet. El Madawi kicks it out. Patterson looks for it, trying to get a high point there. That one's tipped. Good defensive play. Here goes Crawford. Bam! Man, He looks like he's been holding that one in all night. First one was one-handed, second one was authoritative. Fleming Island fans on their feet. Going to call the foul. Call a foul on Lowry. And that has been the most energetic that the Fleming Island crowd has been tonight. 32 gets the foul there. This is third. 42-43 our score. Well, that got the heart rate going, that's for sure. Creekside underneath, trying to get an outlet. Nelson's up top. Again, the Knights have taken 2 of the last 3. That's 3 in. Fleming Island trying to even the score. 45-43 right now. Nelson gets a 3 buried. Rotating around, Williams. 3 ball, and answer. Lowry now puts Fleming Island up front. Deep pressure from the Golden Eagles. They'll get across half court. Patterson gets it to El Madawi, who looks out. Rivers is going to take a 3 ball. Here we go. Back and forth we go. 48-46 now. Chris Patterson emphatically yelling to his players to the point you can see veins come out his head now. It's getting exciting. Robinson thought about taking one from way deep. They'll rotate. Pass out to Williams. Williams gets it down low, kick it out. That pass is grabbed in the air by Rivers. It's just the first 2 minutes of the fourth period right now. We've had threes flying all over the place, bodies flying, and we're going to get a traveling violation. That's unfortunate. 48-46 the score. Whew. Kristen Williams will inbound. And for once, there's a small break in the pace. Haven't seen much of that tonight. They'll rotate around. Kick it around. Takes it to the floor. Good pass. Crawford gets it. Tie ball game. And a timeout called by Travis Chandler. He'll take a full timeout. 5:25 to go. 48 apiece. And probably a good timeout to take right now to reset. Whew. What a way to spend a Thursday night. 5:25 to go here in a tie ball game. Just one foul committed right now by either team. Possession error sitting with Fleming Island. The duel continues. So that being said, we remind you, don't forget that website, ssbjacks.com. Also, if you're standing there with our YouTube channel tonight, hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell to be alerted to our next broadcast. Also, you can get our full schedule on ssbjacks.com. Just click the schedule link at the top of the page, and that'll tell you where you can find the broadcast next. So each team has 3 timeouts. There is a differentiation with the 30s and the 20s in Florida high school ball. The 30 and full timeouts, the 20-second timeouts NBA. Each team gets at least 2 30-second timeouts and 3 fulls. Inbound pass. That'll stay with Creekside. Just a second ticks off the clock there. Deep pressure, everybody up for Fleming Island. We'll start trickling back. Rivers has got nobody to contest. Passes out. Nelson from the free throw line dishes it out. They'll rotate, and then there's foul. No, the travel. Oh, El Madawi again took a couple of steps. He thought he was set when he passed, and that didn't go according to plan. Nate Lowry checks back in right now. They'll give Bernie a seat. Fleming Island has some of their bigs on the floor now. Robinson bringing it up. Looking for a signal from the sidelines. He's got Williams to his right. Lowry will now cut up to the left side. Crawford in the middle. Free ball outside. That one was pretty. 51-48. Pass out. Cuts to the lane. Kick out. Another three ball to answer. No good. Loose ball way out there. That's going to get sent over to Creekside. And the 50 or 60 officials in the building right now disagreeing with that call. And no, they have turned that over to Fleming Island after some discussion here. So the crowd, I don't think they influence it. Got a timeout called. Nope, no timeout. Okay, no timeout call. Call that an official's timeout then. Make an adjustment. They'd initially signaled Creekside. Now they're going to go over to Fleming Island. So again, no timeout called. Everybody still has 3. Cheerleading crowd getting everybody going here. It's the loudest they've been at the 4:25 mark. Late. 51-48. Another classic between Creekside and Fleming Island. Loose ball. Hauled in. Rivers gets the pass. He'll start bringing it up. They're going to meet him at half court. No pressure this time. Williams backs off in a good stance. Rotating again. Rivers in that corner. And it looks like we have a foul away from the ball. Call it on Crawford. Says he grabbed a jersey there. That's his second. Bernie and Greenidge check back in. Lowry will take a seat. Lowry has really had a decent night from the three-point arc. Three ball there. Good. Cade Patterson ties the game back up. Creekside with an answer. Under 4 to play. Student section on their feet now. Bernie. Joseph Johnson has also had a bit of a hot hand tonight. He's come to the sidelines. He'll likely check in. Bernie. Dribble drive around. Crawford looking for a passing outlet. Robinson, pull-up jumper. Can't get that. Crawford hauls in the rebound, puts one on the turf. Doesn't, there you go, he did get fouled. Thought I saw some contact there, so Crawford tries to put it back. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Call the foul on Nelson. I think that might be his 3rd. And that is. So Nelson in a little bit of foul trouble here. So Carson Crawford to the line shooting 2. First one's good. Isaiah Robinson checks in. He'll get Christian Williams a chance to sit. Williams has played some quality minutes tonight. Crawford again for his second. Misses that one. Keeps the lead to 1. Nelson with another rebound. Dessa matched up with Bernie. Bernie fleet-footed. Rotating around. Pass out. That one bounces off a banner. And Fleming Island jumping up thinking they got that one, but no, they're going to say off-white, down to red, 3:05. Pass way back. Creekside trying to reset. Pass. Fighting for it up top. Fleming Island extending their defense just a little. Staying guarding on those wings. They're going to get a foul call. Call a foul on Robinson. That's his second, third team foul. Fleming Island has one foul to give before they send Creekside to the line. Coach Patterson's going to take a timeout here with 2:42 to go. He'll take a 30-second timeout.
You have 3.
So 2 timeouts left for Creekside, 3 left for Fleming Island. Golden Eagles have the arrow right now, but 1 foul to give. And in a tight game like this, I would back off on the pressure a little bit and try not to foul so you can keep Creekside running time off the clock. Officials trying to get everybody to move quick. Back on the floor we go. Animated atmosphere all of a sudden here. Was kind of sit on your hands for a little while until this point of the game. Nelson will draw contact, and that will be Fleming Island's last foul to give. Call a foul on Greenidge. Greenidge only has 2 fouls. Team has 4. Pass picked off. Robinson avoids the charge, and he will float that one in. I think he thought about giving that one up to Crawford for a dunk, but then decided against it. 54-51 now. Still a 1-possession game. Loose ball again. Almost got away with a second steal. Creekside looking for an answer. They don't get one there. Rebound. Down low. And did he get a timeout called, or are they going to get a foul here? No, they're going to get a foul called. Let's see. Okay, so they're going to call a foul now. Lucas Dessa got that cleared away. It looks like that they're trying to signal for a timeout to avoid any sort of potential turnover, but they got a foul instead. So that's a second team foul on Creekside. First foul for Lucas Dessa in the books. 2:18 to go. Bernie giving some instructions to Bryce Robinson as they rotate in. He's got Joe Johnson to his right. Bernie will play at the left wing. They'll kick it across court, rotate. Crawford in the middle. He'll linger around the free throw line there. Trying to see if they can get him to penetrate in the lane. He's also been a valuable passing outlet while they've run their offense. Creekside putting the pressure upwards. Robinson, oh, he carried. Thought he had an open move, but that's the second time I've seen somebody get called for a carry. You got to watch that wrist. Another unforced error for Fleming Island right now. Can't have too many more of those as the clock winds down. 1:45 to go, 54-51. Creekside trying to cut into this lead. Rivers falls, and we're going to get a foul call. Bernie tried to go over the ball, and that's going to send Creekside to the line. That's Bernie's third. 15 foul. Stops the clock with 1:39 to go. Rivers had the foul committed on him, so he'll go to the line here. And again, this is the part that you don't want to give Creekside, these free opportunities with time stopped. Fleming Island crowd coming to life. Trying to put pressure on Rivers in a must-make situation. First one's no good. And I guarantee you that volume will increase for his second attempt. Joe Johnson checks back in for Isaiah Robinson. Officials having a conversation about something here, but Athletic Director Travis Cunningham looking on with interest and a little nervous at the same time. Rivers misses the second one. Ball goes out of bounds. Will stay with Creekside. Isaiah Robinson's going to jump right back in. It looks like Travis Chandler is doing offense for defense substitutions here. Hear him calling out to watch the perimeter. Watch the three-pointer. They can give up a 2 here and still maintain. Dessa up top, Trace Burney. Got to be careful, he's in foul trouble. They'll try to keep a low profile there. Ball gets loose. That's going to get turned over. And they're going to get a foul call. Isaiah Robinson with the turnover. They're going to call the foul on Dessa. Stays on the floor. That's the third team foul for Creekside. They've got 1 to give. 1:23 to go. Substitutions coming in. We're probably going to see a lot of the back and forth offense for defense. Robinson did what he needed to do, so now they're going to put Johnson back in to get a spark. Give it out to Crawford. Crawford uses his body. Robinson to Burney. Burney gets a pass out. Crawford takes a 3-ball. No way! 57-51. That kid is money. Creekside down 2 possessions. Coming up on a minute, timeout call. Carson Crawford showing why he's one of the top players in North Florida with a good shot on the wing. Coincidentally, that's the same shot that was taken in the corner by Andrew Jackson to win here. Now, you saw that. There's something about that corner and three-point shots in big-time games. 1:04 to go here. 57-51. Fleming Island's got the arrow. They have put Creekside in the bonus, however, so any foul committed by the Golden Eagles sends them to the line. Creekside has 1 foul to give. The Knights have taken their 3rd timeout. They have 2 left. Checking the scorebooks here and make sure everything's in line, but my goodness gracious.
Hey, don't celebrate yet. Hang on.
We agree with that. Don't celebrate just yet. We have seen this movie before. This game is not over yet. Creekside's got the ball. Everybody's where they should be. No extra players out there. Defense being chanted. They want that quick. Rivers kicks it out. Nelson trying to put a spark in. He gets high, no good, gets the foul. That stops the clock with 53.1. He'll shoot 2. They're going to call the foul on Fleming Island. Again, that's Johnson. Coach Chandler, why did you call that, man? You want to be here all night? Nelson, good. Cuts it down to 5. Needs this bucket here. Make it a 4-point game. Still plenty of time for the Knights. Makes that one. Good shot, 57-53. Loose ball. Creekside's got a shot here. They'll slow it down just a minute, try to run their offense. 3-ball. That's good. 57-56. Like we said, don't go running nowhere celebrating. Foul called. That's their last foul to give. Johnson's going to come back into the game here. Again, that offense for defense sub. Call a foul on Rivers. That's his 2nd, 4th team foul. Next one sends Fleming to the line. Stops the clock with 37.6. Burney will play catch. Nope. They're going to foul immediately. So they're going to send Fleming Island to the line. Call the foul on Blaylock. That's his 3rd. So now everybody's shooting free throws. So they're going to send Trace Burney to the line. He has not made a trip there yet. trying to foul the low percentage free throw shooter here to see if they can get a freebie. Again, a 1-point game. Even if he makes these, it's still a one-possession game, and the way Creekside's been shooting, it won't matter. Makes that first one, though. 58-56 now. Bernie misses the second one. Clock winding down to 30 seconds. Creekside with the possession. Bernie up top on Rivers. Nobody can foul right now. It'll send somebody to the line. Rivers takes it himself. Blocked. No good. Gets his own mess, and he'll get fouled on the floor. No, they're going to say traveled. Oh, wow. I thought there might have been contact there. But they say he moved. That turns the ball over. 21.5 seconds. Fleming ball. Saw a lot of contact down there, but I guess feet were moving, and that was what the referees called.
What do you want? What do you want?
Coach Chandler's going to take a full timeout here. 21.5 seconds. Woo. I'm glad I made a stop for coffee before the game. This has definitely not been one to sleep on, though. Again, historically, we've seen games like this with Creekside and Fleming Island where it comes down to the wire. There have been some blowouts. Again, the last game that they played that was of sort of, I guess you could say, a sleeper, biggest margin of victory, 16-point Creekside victory. Tonight, echoes of their game in earlier 2023. Again, reset is this, 58-56. Fleming Island's got the possession arrow. Everybody's in the bonus right now, so foul shots will happen either way. 21.5 seconds on the clock. Each team should have 2 timeouts left. And imagine every timeout going forward will be full. I think they have exhausted their allotment of 30-second timeouts. Can't turn the ball over here. They're going to foul right away. So that stops the clock with 19.7 seconds left. Cade Patterson commits the foul. They're going to send Bryce Robinson to the line. Trying to maintain as much clock as they can right now. 2 points is the lead. Bernie was 1 for 2 the last time at the line. Let's see if Robinson can do it here. He goes and misses the first one. Keeps it lead at 2. Needs the second one for sure. Second one's good. It's now a 3-point game. 59-56. 19.7 seconds to go. Again, this game not out of reach for the Knights just yet. Timeout. Gets across half court, 15.3 seconds. Full timeout called by Creekside. Here we go, the battle of the coaching now takes place. And we just got an update there. Creekside is out of timeouts. So the only way they're going to be able to stop the clock right now is to commit a foul. So far, that might not be a bad idea because Fleming Island has not shot terribly well from the line. Just down the stretch here. So there's still some 3-point options out there as well. Nelson will go 3. He's got no problem doing that. Rivers has also made a couple from 3-point tonight. Dessa and Patterson have also gotten into the books with 3-pointers. So there is an opportunity to tie this ball game up. Fleming Island's going to have to watch the perimeter very well here. They could probably give up a 2-pointer as long as they don't foul and put them to the line to try to make this a tie ball game. So got to play disciplined defense here. Gather up any missed shots by Creekside, get a sound rebound, and play keep away for 15.3 seconds. If Fleming Island wins this game tonight, they'll have evened the last 4 at 2 apiece.
And we do have a call away from the ball. And that's a foul. Wow, Bryce Robinson gets called with a hold. That's his third, and that will send Creekside to the line. Yusuf El Madawi will go to the line. My goodness. Chance to cut into the deficit. Ooh, that would make your heart skip. 59-57. Second one, good. 59-58. Substitutions coming in. Again, that offense for defense substitution. Robinson for Johnson. Fleming Island, the only team with timeouts. Now they have 2 left on the inbounds. Trying to foul right away, they do. So Garen Blaylock comes down, commits the foul on Bernie. They'll send Bernie to the line to shoot 2. Bernie was 1 for 2 his last trip up. Stops the clock with 14.4 left to go. If you're playing percentages here, Bernie needs to make at least 1 of 2. Got that first one. 60-58 now, your score. Johnson and Robinson trade places, getting ready for a defensive stand. Bernie misses it. Nelson will give it off. Likely the last possession for Creekside. They're going to take, nope, they're not going to take a 3 ball. Rivers, he's going to put up a 3. It's good! It's good! Unbelievable! Timeout called by Fleming Island. They're going to reset the game clock to 3.2 seconds. 61-60. I circled this game on the calendar as a classic, and I was right. It's coming down to the last one. Final possession, 3.2 seconds. Fleming Island only down by 1. They don't have to take a big shot here. They don't have to do anything from downtown. Just a high percentage shot. It may be a chance for Carson Crawford to get a high percentage one and finish this off. Only 1 timeout left for Fleming Island. I don't think they have any more. From what we're hearing from the score table here, 1 30-second timeout. So if they make a shot here really quickly, they can take a quick timeout to reset their defense and try to keep Creekside from putting some game-winning heroics here. But what we've seen right now is that Derek Rivers may have sealed the deal for Fleming Island and won the game for Creekside. My goodness. Again, clock was reset to 3.2. They had stopped it with the timeout at 1:05, but they gave them the benefit of the timeout, and they have got to hurry. Creekside's going to man up here. Everybody's in the backcourt. And Coach Chandler's going to take a 30-second timeout here. That's his final timeout. Just wanted to see what Creekside was setting up with. And now they're going to go to the books here and see if they can pull out a play. Again, they've got a little bit of time for a long pass, maybe a dribble or 2. But again, you're only down 1. Creekside also has to be careful on this inbound pass. They cannot foul. If they do, they send Fleming Island to the line and they may tie or win it. It all comes down to this. From the baseline. Passes out. They got to go quick. Shots up. That's no good. Creekside has done it again at Fleming Island. They have escaped with a victory in a game that Fleming Island was very much in. The Knights have walked out of town with another close finish. Final score, 61-60. Wow. What a game. Creekside wins their third of the last four against Fleming Island. Well, I don't know what else to say at that point. That's pretty much a wrap for me. What a ball game. We hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. Again, make sure you have subscribed to the YouTube channel. And we hope you will see next time. We got a pair of games for you next week. Hoops on SSB. We'll see you then. For BP and the rest of the SSB crew, have a great night. Stay warm. So long, everyone.
First Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
Sunshine State Broadcasting, your community broadcaster. Subscribe, like, share, and comment on YouTube, Facebook.